All right, and we are back. Thank you for sticking around, my friends, and allowing me a short break. And welcome back to Super C. Super C is one of my favorite games. I love it. Been playing it a whole lot lately. If you're unfamiliar with it, this is Contra 2. It's a sequel to Contra on the NES. I like it better than Contra a little bit. I love both games, but I love Super C a little more. So I've been playing this game for a while. We're working on a challenge run of it. The idea is to do 100% playthrough, and I define that as all items, and I want to do it deathless. I have done a 100% run. I've completed a successful 100% run with one death. So if I can do it with no deaths, we'll have the run. I'm one death away from the perfect run. If I can just do it a little better. We'll see. Sometimes I do really well at this game, and sometimes I do really poorly. But we're going to give it a couple tries tonight. Got a Warner Brothers movie on. It's like it's from 1985. They're falling apart all of a sudden. A Marlon Brando. A lot of Marlon Brando movies tomorrow. Don't know who that is, but seems fun. I've definitely heard of Marlon Brando, but I can't say that I've seen a lot of his films. I'm given to understand that he's been in a lot of rather highly respected films, but I'm not well versed even in the classics, I'm afraid. Another game you have trouble seeing because of the color palette? I'm sorry about that. I rather enjoy the color palette of this game. Alright, we're pressing start. If I die on stage 1, I'm going to hit reset. But other than that, we're going to play through the whole game on the first run. It's going to be our warm-up run. Hopefully it'll be a good one. First run sets the tone, right? So I run a timer when I work on a challenge run like this. I'm not really concerned about the time. You know, it's nice to do it faster, but that doesn't really matter to me. But, you know, I'm happy to go slow and take my time as long as it means I don't die or miss a power-up. So all these capsules that keep flying in, for my 100% run, I'm required to capture them all. If I miss just one, the run is dead. And some of them are pretty hard to catch. A lot of them are easy, but a few of them are really hard. We've done a lot of challenge runs on the stream. Not as much as, you know, some people, but we've done a lot of them, or a few of them that I'm pretty proud of. The original Castlevania on NES, Castlevania: The Adventure on Game Boy, Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the SNES, and Contra on NES, the first one, are all games that I've managed to do deathless runs in, that are pretty challenging games to do. So that's my my list of achievements to brag about, I guess. And Super C, I've done deathless. We've done any percent and low percent deathless. And I want to do 100% just to kind of complete the set. We did all three of those. Runs deathless in the original Contra. And if I like if I like the other games in the series when I get around to them, then we might do we might do challenges through them as well. But we'll have to see. As much as I love Contra and Super C, I only played them for the very first time last year. So I'm really new to the series, and I haven't played the other games in the series yet. I've already bought most of them, so they're sitting in my collection. But I'm playing my way slowly through the series. I'm kind of forcing myself to do all these challenge runs so that I spend a lot more quality time with each game before I move on, so that I get more out of them and appreciate them more, I think. I beat a bootleg of Chippendale Rescue Rangers for the Sega Genesis called Squirrel King. That sounds incredible. I don't really, like, the thing is, I always feel very, I feel very conflicted when I list off, like, the list of challenge runs we've done, because I feel like I rattle off that list a lot, and it always feels really braggy when I do, but I know that there are always new people lurking. Who may be interested in some of these things. So, I don't know. I just have to swallow my awkwardness, I guess. But I can definitely say it's not for these victories have not come out of a wealth of natural talent or anything like that. They just come from being on the grind for a long time. There's some weird graphics when you scroll the screen on the top-down section. I thought that spider was going to die one shot before he actually did. No, I'm gonna miss it. Okay, I didn't. Whoa. Oh, my thumb is on fire. Looks like we've got some. I've got a message. We've got some people coming in. I'm just giving them a minute to arrive in the chat. There we go. Fanboy Brian, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. And welcome to your friends. Is him your favorite Powerpuff Girls villain? I can't really say that I have a favorite villain. So the thing about Powerpuff Girls, yeah. So we played. We've been doing on the stream. I've been doing sort of a marathon of jank games. It started in July as Jank July, but I had too many games, so we continued into August. So now it's Jank August. It sounds terrible, and I love it. But I've been alternating. I've been playing Powerpuff Girls and Scooby-Doo games. And the Powerpuff Girls game that we played tonight, it was the first time I ever played it, and we did a complete playthrough in one sitting, and it was fantastic. Powerpuff Girls, Him and Seek on Game Boy Advance. Fun game, really good. Most of the games that I've been playing so far in both of these, for both these franchises, have been agonizing garbage. So, this game was good, and just being good was good enough to make it great. But, tell us about your stream. What were you up to tonight, Brian? I'm sorry, I don't have a mod with me at the moment to give the shout out. And I can't stop while I'm on the timer, but I'm definitely going to put a shout out link in our chat there for you in a moment. In the meantime, I'd love to know what you're up to. Oh, but both of those franchises, though, Scooby-Doo was something that I was never really into as a kid, and Powerpuff Girls I kind of missed out on, so for Powerpuff Girls, I really only know the franchise from the games. I mean, I've seen a couple episodes, I saw a couple episodes, when I was younger, but it's not something, I don't really know it well enough, so... all of my, sort of answers in regards to, my thoughts on the cartoon and its lore, they're pretty meaningless, I'm afraid. But so far as the games go, I can tell you the 3 Game Boy Color games are not really worth your time. They're almost really decent games, but they have a couple major flaws that make them really annoying. Mojo Jojo A Go-Go on the Game Boy Advance is actually pretty good. It's kind of a shmup type game. It's a little frustrating on some of the later levels, but nothing terrible. And Him and Seek on the Game Boy Advance, that one's worth playing. That one gets a thumbs up. I guess my favorite villain is probably Mojo Jojo. He's the villain we've seen the most, I think. I kind of like the way he talks. No, I missed a power-up. The run is dead. That was a spread gun, too. Well, the good news is I can actually properly put a link for Fanboy Brian in the chat so everyone can go follow his stream. Not a speed run, just a challenge run. I run the timer to keep me focused during the challenge, but it's not really a speed run. But since it's dead, we'll just chat a moment. Random fact, the villain princess had the same name as my IRL name. Rowdy Rough Boys, Gangrene Gang, Amoeba Boys. I haven't seen the Amoeba Boys. Princess Morbucks. Look at you, you've named like 3 villains already. Which is your fave? Yeah, probably Mojo Jojo. I like the way he talks. All right, well, we're going to keep going. It's our warm-up run. Even if it's dead, we, got to warm up and practice, right? Ah. So, as you can suspect, very soon on the stream, we're going to be playing another Scooby-Doo game, since we played through all of that Powerpuff Girls game tonight. That means next we have to start up another Scooby game. I'm not sure which one it will be, but I'm not looking forward to it because I am looking forward to it because I like trash games, but it is a shame that it's not going to be fun like our last one was. Or I don't expect it to be anyway. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. We'll see. I should probably be hopeful. My name means princess. A pretty princess. I've been here so long, I almost have to make breakfast. Thank you for that. I'm glad you've been here. I assume it means you're enjoying yourself, and we enjoy having you with us. I have the same breakfast every day. My breakfast very rarely deviates. I have a small scoop of. Now we have a death. Yuck. I have a small scoop of almonds or walnuts. I have a piece of fruit, usually a banana, and I have either a glass of milk or a packet of yogurt. And that's it. I eat the same thing every day, pretty much. Sometimes I'll drink a bottle of kombucha as well. They're kind of pricey though, but they do taste good. But that's it. I ate a really small. I ate a really small breakfast, and then I eat a really big dinner, and that's it. I eat just the 2 meals, and my breakfast and my dinner are usually pretty close together. In a pretty narrow window, so it's almost as if I eat only 1 meal, because those 2 meals are only a couple hours apart, typically. My go-to dinners are a sort of a Thai-styled stir-fry, or fajitas, or chili and rice, or pasta and red sauce. Dinner's almost always one of those 4 things. You know, usually. Sometimes, sometimes if I have a busier day or something like that, then we'll get takeout or I'll eat like a boxed meal or something like that. But those aren't sort of common options. Flounder fish sandwich. Yeah, the same, pretty much the same breakfast. I mean, I said I eat the same thing every day, and then I listed some slight options, but it's basically nuts, fruit, and dairy as breakfast every day for me. Make one big meal and eat it for the whole week for breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. I mean, that's a way to do it. Oh, since this is our warm-up run, I'm sorry, I know this is a little annoying, but I'm going to throw away a bunch of lives right now and restart this level because the part we just passed through is the hardest part of the game, and I play on real physical hardware, so I can't do things like make save states and repeat specific parts of a game like this. So while we're on this level, I need to take advantage and use my continues here so that I can practice it a little more. Since we're on the warm-up run. I'm just gonna do this twice. Making a sandwich? Early for lunch, my tummy has spoken. Oh, what is this, what was the game that you were playing, Brian? The shout-out link, it said, I read... Did it say Texturcist? That sounds like a puzzle game or a word game. I mean, I am intrigued by this title. Is it spooky? I would guess that it's a spooky word puzzle game. So this part right here, I know, like, this is slow and ugly, my process for doing this. But getting these 2 powers that spawn at the same time, getting them both with the laser is really difficult. That's why this is the part I need to practice the most. It took me forever to figure out the best pattern to get those. It wouldn't be so hard, but the laser makes it really difficult. Alright, we're gonna do it one more time. Save my flounder fish sandwich for lunch and make a different sandwich. Oh no, I forgot. I was so used to having the machine gun. Oh, now I've got to practice this without the machine gun. Not that that's part of the practice, but I just have to hit the button a lot. Why do that? Why do what? So I play on original hardware, so I can't make save states and repeat parts of levels, and I need to practice this level. So I killed myself on purpose so I could restart it, so that I could practice it a little more. This part right here is really tricky for me. So I figured while we're already on this level, it's a good idea to die and use a continue so I could restart the level and practice it again. Getting both of those power-ups with the laser is really difficult to do. Alright, but that's it. I'm out of continues now, so... Flounder's also very delicious. I like fish. But I really only like to, myself, really only like to have my fish kind of plain. I like it deep, either like pan-fried or deep-fried, with maybe a little bit of lemon, but that's it. I don't like a lot of like sauces and stuff like that on my fish. But I'm really weird. I've got all these sort of crazy hang-ups about food. If you talk with me about food for any length of time, you very quickly discover that I am very strange. Oh no! A death during the boss? Not as strange as me. I don't have a bad sense of taste. Well, I'm strange for not for the things I will eat. I'm strange for the things I won't eat, which is almost everything. No, I'm deathly afraid of like most condiments and stuff, and so I don't like that. I don't like to mix vegetables and dairy. I don't like to mix pasta and dairy. So there are a lot of like really normal things, like ketchup, I am deathly afraid of. Macaroni and cheese, I'm deathly afraid of. We're all strange in our own ways, Greg says. That's comforting to remember. I'm basically a goat. I think my sister's kind of like that. She's really adventurous with food. Can't have dairy and ketchup is too sweet. Grow my own food. That's nice. I want to do that more. I've got a yard now, so I can in theory actually do that. And I was gonna set up a garden earlier in the spring, but my yard needs a lot of work, and so I've been more focused when it comes to the yard. I've been more focused on a few other things. And honestly have not done nearly the work that I need to do. I've done so very little of what needs to be done. But at some point, I'd like to make it happen and do some gardening and grow some of my own food. Definitely can't grow everything I'd need, but... be nice to do a bit. Cousin's husband won't eat any vegetables or fruit. Only veggie he eats is potatoes. I used to be not quite that bad, but close to it when I was younger. I've gotten bolder in my eating habits as I've gotten older. But I don't know, I'm still, there are a lot of things that I know I don't like, and so I'm afraid of them. Thanks for dropping by when I decided to stay up until 6 a.m. It was great seeing you. No problems. My trouble with my time slot of for my stream, like when I stream so late, and I stream for so long that I overlap so many other streamers that I would like to watch. So it's a rare treat for me when the streamers I want to watch have extra long streams. When I was younger, I didn't really care what was on my plate. Just ate whatever I was given, even if I didn't like it. Yeah, that wouldn't have been me. I gave the adults in my life a lot of difficulty by complaining about the food that they served me when I was young. I'm actually more like that now than I was then. One of the most frightening experiences that I can have, one of the most frightening social interaction that I can have with someone is like when I meet someone new, and like they want to invite me over to feed me something that they've cooked. I just, in my brain, I'm just screaming, no, please don't invite me over to eat your food, because I'm scared of everything, and whatever you make is going to horrify me. And then I have to go over to someone's house and I have to eat whatever weird thing they serve me, because you know, I'll die before I'll be discourteous. And so I just have to suffer through a meal of something that I can't stand and be polite. I just always think, oh please, whatever you do, don't offer me food. Because I can't stand to be rude, and I'm gonna torture myself by eating it. Fortunately, that sort of social situation, doesn't happen a whole lot, but here's the thing, like, I've mentioned before, in the past, like, 12 to 14 years, I've lived at, like, 12 to 14 different addresses because I spent a decade where I moved all the time. Sometimes multiple times per year. And when you move around a lot, you meet a lot of new people. And when you meet a lot of new people, the odds of one of them inviting you over for dinner are very frighteningly high. So it's a situation I've lived through a lot, but fortunately, you know, it hasn't happened for a while. I hated green beans, and my brother hated broccoli, so we traded our disliked vegetables. That's a way to do it. I actually like, green beans are okay. I'm not crazy about them, but they're okay. I'll eat them. Broccoli, I actively enjoy. I really love broccoli. Steamed broccoli with a little bit of butter and salt and pepper. It's wonderful. And don't tell me that butter on broccoli is combining dairy and vegetables. I don't want to hear it. I know my rules of likes and dislikes are inconsistent. That doesn't change anything. I'll put butter on broccoli and eat it just fine, but if you try and put cheese on broccoli, you would have better luck getting Dracula to eat a bulb of garlic. I once went to a friend's house and stayed for dinner there and hated it, but I ate all of it on my plate because that's polite, and they gave me more. Exactly. Oh, Madam Masquerade, I've been in that situation. That's exactly what I was talking about, being in that situation. It's rough. And I'm glad that you can sympathize with my butter versus cheese on broccoli perspective. All right, here we go. From the top. All items, no deaths. Can we do it? I basically, like, when it comes to foods I like, there are a lot of foods that I like, but that I like in and of themselves when they're in a straightforward and plain sort of context, my problems start to arise when you mix foods into combinations I don't like. Like, I really love mushrooms, but when I have mushrooms, like, I want just I just want a bowl of grilled mushrooms or, you know, sauteed mushrooms. I don't want mushrooms in, like, a soup or a salad or... I mean, I would never eat a salad anyway, but... I never want to see a mushroom in a dish, but I would love to see a mushroom as a dish. And a lot of the foods, like, I have a lot of foods where my feelings like that. That's my feelings toward them. Like cheese. Like, if you just give me, like some little blocks of cheese on, like, a charcuterie plate or something like that, then it's great. Like, I can eat cubes of cheese, just plain cheese all day. But I don't want to slice the cheese on my sandwich. Or, like, you know, mixed with any other food. That's basically what it is. I think. But none of the rules that govern, like, what foods I'll eat and what I won't, none of them are consistent or make any sense. Trying to work out the logic of it is really a pointless effort. I like the music on this stage. A baked bean and mozzarella what? I don't even know what that last word is. Jaffe? Jaffle? I can't tell if that's an I or an E at the end of that word. And in either letter, I don't know the word. But no, there is no way I would eat that, Master Tuesday. Baked beans and mozzarella? Not gonna combine them. I don't like baked beans anyway. They're soupy and sweet and weird. I don't like it. They remind me a lot of ketchup. It's an L. Sorry. It's hard to keep up with the chat, you know, while I'm on the clock in a Super C. I will rewind it and catch up with what everybody's saying, but I know I just want to say I know I'm a little rude. I'm falling behind. Please know I do appreciate you, my friends, and I want to know what you have to say. This is the second night in a row that I've seen Super C slow down. And I don't think before last night, I don't think I'd ever seen Super C slow down before. And now it's happened 2 nights in a row. Baked beans are yum yum, I'll catch up. I don't think so. There was a time, so the thing is, I have a dread terror of ketchup that's basically a clinical phobia. Because the way I feel about ketchup is an overwhelming, irrational fear. And I know it's irrational and it doesn't help a bit, but I being around, being near a bottle of ketchup like triggers my fight or flight response. I don't like it. And I have no idea why. It is my number one most hated food. It's like my kryptonite. I know there was a time in my life when I would eat it. So I don't know what happened. But I could even remember, I remember being a child and eating potato chips with my mom one time, and we were taking our potato chips and we were dipping them in ketchup and eating them. And so I know I ate ketchup. I even have memories of eating ketchup, but like that seems to me from my perspective now like a completely different person. I think what it probably was all throughout my childhood when I was really little, and I would see a scene in a horror movie, it would terrify me, and then my parents would try and calm me down, and they'd say, "Oh, it's not real. It's just a movie. All that blood is really just ketchup." I think that's what did it to me. I think that it created like it hardwired the neurons in my brain to connect ketchup and death in such a way that now it overwhelms me with fear. I actually don't believe I actually don't believe that's true, by the way. All the parts of that story are true, but I don't necessarily think that the cause and effect situation is necessarily true. It is kind of funny, though. Whenever I complete a challenge run, I take that segment of the VOD and trim it out as its own video to highlight the accomplishment of the challenge run. And I'm just thinking, you know what? If I don't die or miss a power up, my video of my of my challenge run victory is going to feature a running commentary of me ranting like a crazy person of how afraid I am of ketchup. That's good. That would be a great video. Well, you know what they say, all the best Super C players hate ketchup. I think ketchup is a kid-only condiment. Technically, old black and white horror movies used chocolate sauce as fake blood because chocolate sauce was darker and showed up easier than ketchup in black and white movies. I didn't know that. But how old do you think I am that all my childhood movies were black and white? No. Well, the run's dead. I don't have to worry about the ketchup commentary. I missed another power-up. Now this part is the part that's giving me trouble every time. Alright, let me kill the timer. Let me rewind. Staying at a friend's house. My body hates dairy so much. I once ate a salad with buttermilk chicken veggies, really good cheese and buttermilk ranch dressing, and basically died. It hurt so much. Oh my goodness. I really feel for you because I really like dairy. If I could, like, if I were in your situation, I don't know that I would handle it very well. I still make microwave cheese sandwiches. I won't eat any sweets like cakes, candy, and cookies. Baked goods are too sweet for you. I don't have much of a sweet tooth. I do like, you know, all of those things, cake and cookies and candy from time to time, but you know, I can easily go several days without having anything sweet at all. Because my cravings always lean toward more salty and savory type things. I would rather eat like beef jerky before I'd like to eat, you know, like M&Ms or something like that. It's an L over here. Food is called Toasties. What'd that say? But over there it's called a jaffle. It's when you make some sort of sandwich, then you toast it. Oh, I see. Baked beans are yum yum. Yep, I heard that. I love baked beans, Greg says. Don't like ketchup now. Haven't liked it since I was a kid. That seems to be that seems to be a running theme here. People used to eat ketchup when they were young, and now they don't eat it anymore. I'm not even that over. My childhood movies are black and white. I was just joking. I wasn't really. I didn't really think that you. I didn't really think that you thought that, but I did think it was a good opportunity for a joke. I just crave fruit. Yeah, I like fruit. Haven't even eaten a chip in about 3 years. Well, I don't match you there. I do like chips from time to time. Admit it, Frownie, you just threw the run so the YouTube would never hear about your hatred of ketchup. You're afraid of Big Ketchup's retaliation. Quaking in my boots, Master Tuesday. I'm mid-30s. I'm basically the same age as the NES, give or take. I'm right in the middle of my 30s. Not to be confused with a toast twitch, which is when you toast the bread then make the sandwich. Oh, I see. Does anyone toast their bread when they make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I've never tried it, but I've wondered about it. You know what? I'm sorry, but I should throw away these lives so I can practice stage 5. I've missed the same power-ups twice in a row. clearly I need practice on this stage, so I'm going to let this boss finish me off. And then we can use our continue and get some practice. I toast PB&J occasionally, Boat Ladder says. Might be controversial, but I don't like peanut butter. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like peanut butter. I'm a fan. Oh, why can't it just happen like that every time? Alright, throw this life away, practice one more time. Throw these lives away, rather. Like peanut butter ice cream, though. Peanut butter toast switches are alright. I don't think I've ever done a PB&J. I've never had peanut butter and toast together. I've had jelly on toast, but I've never had peanut butter on toast. And that's what made me think, I mean, I really love toast. You know, just give me a toasted piece of bread with some butter on it. I'm really happy. So I was like, well, I like toast. I like jelly on toast. I like peanut butter sandwiches. Why not a peanut butter sandwich that's made of toast? Okay, that's a way I can do that section. It's slow, but I think it'll be consistent, and I won't have to worry about a run dying 5 levels in. Alright, I'm gonna hit reset, and we'll start a new attempt. How long have we been doing this? About an hour? Alright, we're going to keep starting up attempts probably for the next half an hour, and then we'll move over to Vector Man. My bad memories of toast, that's my fear. Spread so much butter on toast it was soggy. Oh. And maybe you don't want that much. Sorry, the game's kind of put me in a trance. Between the hypnotic beat and all this talk about food, I'm starting to daydream about food. I'm wondering if I still have any bread left in my cabinet. Because if I have bread, I can make toast, and if I make toast, I can put a runny egg on it, and that's one of my favorite things to eat. Sunny side up eggs with runny yolks. That's my favorite. I just learned to make them like that less than a year ago. Because I'd always just eaten my eggs scrambled before. But I was inspired. I saw a video of someone making a Thai dish, and they put an egg with a runny yolk on it. And it looked so good in the video, I was inspired to challenge myself to make and enjoy some runny eggs. And when I did, it worked, and it was a revelation and changed my entire relationship with eggs. I went from eating them scrambled all the time to eating them runny all the time. Can't have scrambled eggs, but omelets are okay. Excuse me. I've never actually eaten an omelet. I was talking about this, I think like 2 streams ago. I worked in a college cafeteria as I was the display chef. I was responsible for cooking at a station out in the front, in front of the public, and I have no idea why they made me the display chef. I guess just no one else wanted to do it. But it wasn't a bad gig, but one night every week was an omelet bar. People would come in and choose their things they wanted in their omelet from a little selection, and then I would make it for them right there on the spot. And so I have made hundreds, maybe thousands of omelets. But I've never eaten one. Your favorite breakfast food is oatmeal? I like oatmeal. So I eat oatmeal. I have it with milk and banana and walnuts. And really, I just take all the ingredients and throw them in a bowl and then just eat it right then and there. I don't even let the oatmeal get soft. I'm a monster. Like fruit and cream oatmeals. That's, you know, it's close to what it's close to the same thing that I'm doing. Dinosaur egg oatmeal? That I do not remember. I have social anxiety to where if someone gets my order wrong, if they accidentally add pickles to my burger, I won't say anything about it and just eat the pickles separate from the burger. See, if someone served something to me like that in a one-to-one situation, I would probably do the same thing, like the example I gave earlier, to where if I was invited over for a meal, sort of a new friend or something, and they serve me food like that, I would probably eat it. If it's something I ordered from a restaurant, I'd tell them they got it wrong. I'd get them to fix it for me. Yake, welcome in. But I can understand the social anxiety aspect of it. It can be difficult. I don't have a, you know, sort of overwhelming social anxiety or anything like that, but I am something of an introvert, so I do understand. People having trouble with those kind of situations. Hope your weekend is off to a good start, Yake. Thank you for joining us. Basically plain oatmeal with little marshmallow dinosaurs that hatch from eggs when you heat it up. I've never seen that. That sounds pretty cute. The weekend it is. Alright, how's Super C going? Super C is going not as we would like it to. I don't remember... So last night, I don't remember when the last time you joined us for Super C was. Last night we had a PB. I completed an all items run with only one death. So if I do one death better, we'll have the run. I can't do it if the game is gonna glitch and drop the items on the ledge, though. It felt like Wednesday. Congrats on the PB. Thank you. Thank you. So I know it's in me. I can complete the run. We've come so close to it. It's just a matter of doing the grind, getting the right luck, and not being a bonehead all at the same time. They're so confused. Isn't it? Isn't that just one of those things, right? When like you feel like it's a different day than it really is. It actually, it's weirder the more that I think about it. So like, Yeah, that feeling that you have, like when it's Wednesday, all day Wednesday, you keep thinking it's Thursday. You're just like, I don't know, it felt like it was Thursday today, or it felt like it was, it just feels wrong. Why is that? What is that feeling? Because the days of the week don't exist. That's something we made up, right? There is no difference between Wednesday and Thursday. So what is it that can make a day feel like a different day? I've worked a day in like 2 hours. I hope I'm not oh no. That's what I was about to say is I hope that I wasn't keeping you from your sleep. If you need to sleep, I'm not going to be offended. I don't want to mess up your work. No, everybody is more than welcome to come and go to the stream as they want and need. Excellent point. Thank you, Boat Ladder. I'd never thought of it before until now, but it's just... Yeah. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird that that's a phenomenon that can happen with things that have no material qualities. I get that, if I think about it, it's not really because of the day itself, but other factors surrounding your life and things like that. But, if we think about it too much, we take away the fun of it. I have to re-edit one of my videos for one of my victory reels for my YouTube record on, I archive all the streams on YouTube. And then I also post highlights of all the boss battles from the games we play, and I call those victory reels. And I like to do that as like sort of a wall. It's like my wall of trophies, right? My playlist of victory reels. It sort of keeps a record of all the boss battles we won on the stream. But the thing is, one of them that I put up recently, I discovered only after I uploaded it that the audio is missing from 75% of the video, so I've got to re-edit it from scratch. And it's the video for the Kirby game, so it's a really long video. And the thing is, I've already deleted the VODs off my computer, so I have to re-download my own VODs off of YouTube so that I can cut out the boss battles again to remake the video. It's such a lot of work for something that's so inconsequential. But it's just one of those things, if I don't do it, I'm going to feel incomplete. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how the audio was lost. I'm wide awake and not sleepy. Luckily, it's a light work day. I'm a tutor for kids in math and reading, and school just starts soon. Mostly be introductions online. That's part of why the YouTube uploads have come to a halt. Is because of that. Like I'm so behind on my uploads. I'm uploading stuff from April, and I had been doing a good job at getting caught up for a little while. I was putting up a few videos every day. But then I discovered that and it brought my progress to a screeching halt. So I'm thinking tomorrow, I know what I'm going to be doing. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on Kirby videos. Or probably Sunday. Oh, ever since that practice on stage 5, I can't get back to stage 5. I'm falling apart here on this level. I'm gonna say we'll start up one more run. I'm gonna hit reset one more time, and that's gonna be the last time. If you've been wondering, I've got I've got a wooden sword. I use this so I can reach the reset button on my NES without getting up. Hey, thank you for the stretch break. Perfectly timed boat ladder. Hey, I'm hoping it makes all the difference too. All right, let's big camera. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna try one more run at Super C, and then we're going to, switch over to Vector Man. We'll try that a couple times, then we'll call it a night probably. So we're not wrapping up soon, but I'm just giving you the roadmap. Probably go for another hour and a half. We'll see. I've still got a lot of steam in me, just not so much steam for Super C. We'll say next run that makes it past level 3. So if I die on stage 1, 2, or 3, I'll still reset, but, or if I miss a power-up. But next time I make it past stage 3, we're calling that last run of the night. Hey, Rush Pirate. Ahoy! Thank you for dropping anchor in our part of the internet ocean tonight. As we sail the super seas. Practice Contra off stream. How did it go? Did you reach a new PB? Pookie Stan, welcome in. You didn't expect I'd still be on. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. No, I'm happy. I'm happy you're here, and I know you're happy to be here. I hope the nightly wall meet quest was a success. But yeah, I'm gonna be on for a while yet. Like I was just saying, we're probably gonna go for another hour, hour to hour and a half. We're about ready to wrap up Super C for the night, and then we're gonna switch over to Vector Man and give that a couple runs. Super C runs have been going not super great tonight. I was having a lot of trouble on stage 5, and now I'm even having trouble getting back to stage 5. So tonight just might not be the night for me. We're gonna do Vector Man next week on the stream. We're gonna be doing, just for those curious while I'm thinking about it, we're gonna be doing more Scooby and maybe Powerpuff Girls games. We're gonna continue that jank marathon we've been working on. We're gonna play Pikmin 2 on a couple nights. Probably some more Vector Man. I really want to finish up Pikmin 2 so we can maybe start something on the PlayStation. But I don't know. Pikmin's gotten kind of hard, so I might be struggling with it for a while. But it's still a lot of fun. On Monday night, I'm gonna sort of break pattern from what we've been doing, though. I'm thinking for the Monday night, probably the Monday night stream. You know, I'll let you know for sure in the Discord. But one of the nights next week, I've got a set of games I want to play on the stream that are gonna be very, very dumb and weird. But I think we might have some fun with it. I don't want to give it away, but I'll just say it is appropriately themed for this time of the year, I think. And yeah, it's going to be a very dumb and weird game selection. Just awoke. Been sleeping a lot more the past couple days, which hopefully is my body is being sick of my insomnia and playing catch up. Of course, I wish you only the best health, Pookie. And you know, sleep is important. I said the next time we make it to stage 4, we'd call that the last run of the night, and now I can't even get to stage 4. I am deteriorating. Isn't it weird how too much practice can be like anti-practice? I completely agree with that, Pookie. I can't read a word for word, but how it often works is you practice a hard part a million times, and you just do worse and worse at it, and then you pick it up the next day and get it the first time. Yeah, I've experienced that a lot too. But I want to make the most of tonight because I'm not playing this tomorrow. Bogus. What was that? Why did I die? I can't even make it happen again. I could make it happen again. There's a death pixel inside this rock. If you get your character into the rock just right, he'll die. Now I can't do it. This game is bad. All right. None of this, no more of this level 3 rule. This is seriously the last time I'm hitting reset. Even if I die on level 1, this is the last run. I want to play some Vector Man. I'm not a big fan of the Sega Genesis controller. Because I grew up with a Nintendo controller, so they're what I'm used to. So I find the Genesis, sometimes the buttons are hard for me to find when I'm in a panic. But I have an aftermarket Genesis controller, and it's like a 6-button controller. It has all the buttons on it laid out in the way a Super Nintendo controller does, where it has 4 face buttons and 2 shoulder buttons. And I've never used it, but I'm wondering. I don't usually like aftermarket controllers very much. But I'm wondering if it might be worth it to have the more familiar button layout, if maybe I should consider switching. Or if I just need to play a whole lot more Genesis games to get used to it. Sparrow, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here, Sparrow. We've been enjoying your 95 mix of Vector Man, and we're about to play some Vector Man. We're on the last Super C attempt of the night right now. We did a Powerpuff Girls game at the beginning of the stream. We did a complete playthrough in one go, and it was magical. Powerpuff Girls, Him and Seek, great game. It was a lot of fun. So the first part of tonight's VOD, I think, is at least worth a quick scrub through. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was having a great time with a Powerpuff Girls game. The Nintendo button layout throws you for a loop. And you fail almost all QuickTime events on the Switch. I've had the same problem on the rare occasions that I've played Xbox 360 games, since it's the reverse. And with PlayStation games, usually with PlayStation games, I end up having to just look at the controller. I don't have the buttons locked into my head. I feel like when I was playing Oddworld, felt like I had to look at the controller on every screen because that game, you use so many buttons in that game, and I never remember where any of them are. I can't believe that you can die over there. That's so weird. My thumb's getting tired. Shaking my hand to restore the blood flow. You're already working on another track. You get interlude / BRB music. As always, I'm excited to give it a listen, my friend. Yeah, you agonize over one for a super long time and finish another in a few hours. I mean, that's just the creative process, right? Sometimes the muse is there, and sometimes the muse is not. I'm spread way too thin. Oh no. I don't like to hear that. I mean, for hobbies. Got my fingers in too many. Okay, okay. Yeah, that can be difficult, like. I don't know, I find we really only have enough time and strength to really focus on not many things at a time. Most of us. There are those rare people that seem to be able to do everything, but... I know I'm certainly not one of them. Got a DJ set I've been meaning to do. I hope you get to it. You look so very... You look so very in your element in your DJ streams, Sparrow. Whenever I want to enjoy some spirits, the thing about that is, like, you know, I enjoy a good adult beverage from time to time, but when it comes to music, the thing is, a drink or two will always put me in the mood to play some music, but it also immediately robs me of my ability to play music. And, like, I'm not talking about indulging to a point of excess or anything like that. Just even one or two drinks, and I immediately lose all of my like guitar coordination. I don't know what it is. I think it's more like maybe it's even psychological or something. Probably. Because see, yeah, that's the theory. You think if you had one drink, it would loosen you up or whatever. But I don't know. I immediately lose all of my ability to play. The trick is to have no skill in the first place. You wouldn't bother making that recommendation if you'd ever heard me play. Someday, maybe I'll put together a. Maybe I'll make a short video of me playing something and put it in the Discord, because I know a few people are curious, but you're gonna be underwhelmed. I'm just a rhythm guitarist. All I do is play cowboy chords. That was the run. And I lost it. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything for so long because we were doing so well. And I just lost it on stage 8. I'm crushed. I'm crushed. I don't want to play games anymore. I'm too sad. Rip. Welcome to the stream, Wolfman Gaming. You've come in at the saddest time. We're on stage 8. There are literally 2 more capsules. Look at how close we were to the end of the level. Did you see that enemy climb up out of the floor? That's not supposed to happen. What was that? I'm gonna have to rewind this and look at that. That was weird. Oh, there was another enemy down there on the bottom. What is going on? My failure broke the game. Usually it's success that breaks the game, not failure. You're lurking on this run. You're doing so well. Thank you. I was, wasn't I? And that's all did. I appreciate the lurk. You know, we've got a lot of lurkers hanging out right now, and believe me, I am grateful for you, my friends. Sorry, I let everybody down on stage 8. That's 2 one-death runs now. I tied my PB, right? Had to take the beanie off to let some of the steam out of my brain. Deathless is getting closer. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Is anybody sick of Super C yet? I really want to try one more time. I know I've promised. The last run like eight or 9 times now, and I keep breaking all my promises. Let's call this one the last run. One more run. I appreciate your enthusiasm, Wolfman. Thank you. It's always nice to be given permission to do what I was going to do anyway. I should have rewound the chat. I'm sorry, I missed some of your messages there, Sparrow. I'm sorry, I didn't. I should have rewound the chat and caught up with you. That was very rude of me to fail to do that. My grief got in my way, and I wasn't thinking right. But I know I missed a little bit of what you had to say before. Evening, Shino. Just break the door down. I tried to get that guy, but you know what? It's not worth it. Nice. That was a quick level 2 boss. I need that R. That previous run is my new current best run. It's better than the previous one because I've done all items 1 death twice now. That run just now being the second one. But that one got further before we died, so that makes that one a new PB. Ooh, that was bad timing there. Real bad timing. Go away, spider. Go away. Go away, spider. Go away. I didn't think he was going to go away. Ooh, I didn't think I was going to make that jump. Ooh, that was close. I'm making all kinds of mistakes. Right on. It's important to take your vital medicines on time and in the correct dosages. I'm listed as one of the top trending Twitch channels. That seems... That seems a rather odd choice. But I'll gladly accept the compliment of it. Oh, that's a Stack Cat I see there. Welcome in, Stack Cat. You missed some heartbreak just a moment ago. I had a run that died on stage 8. It was crushing. I don't know if I'll ever recover. I'm emotionally scarred. What? I'm the only person streaming on Twitch currently? That would explain why I'm trending. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm still in the miasma of streamers. That sounds about right. All right, my friends. This run died. I said, why don't we call this run the last run? It can be the last run. It can't even be a PB because we died. Even if I made it all the way through without another death, we died earlier than last time. So it can't be a PB. So we should just put it to rest. Say goodnight to Super C, my good friend. Super C, my best friend who stabs me in the back every time. Super C, who treats me so poorly. All right, let me catch up here because I want to make sure that I get. Um. Oh, Sparrow, I know that. I know that feeling. You said I put my DJ set too high on a pedestal and put it off for too long, and now I'm what was the word you used? I'm feeling paralyzed by it all. That, I mean, see, that's the thing. It's like if you don't confront the thing that you're if you don't confront the thing that you're afraid of, right? You just feed it more. You give it more fear to feed off of, and it just grows bigger and bigger, right? So that's what happens to us. We end up in these like sort of spirals. I was thinking, no way, you're still streaming, but here we are. Oh, that was the message that you that you came in with. Pookie said almost the exact same thing. Said that almost word for word earlier. I am streaming a little late, not as late as yesterday. Um, though everything is taking longer than I expect tonight. That the Powerpuff Girls game, I keep talking about it. The Powerpuff Girls game that we played at the beginning of the stream, very good. Thumbs up. It was so much fun. I had to finish it in one sitting. And that just really has made the stream just balloon into this another giant. Like we streamed yesterday's stream was like what 9 hours. It was a giant stream, and now here we are again. Pretty soon, if I don't watch out, pretty soon I'm gonna be like man burning. I'm gonna do 12-hour streams every night. All right, so Super C, we're done with Super C. If you've just come in and you were really excited for Super C, I'm sorry, but we're finished with it for tonight, my friends. But don't worry, keep checking back because there's always Super C on this stream. We'll play it again next week. We might do it as early as Sunday evening. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to show up next, but I'll try and let you know in the Discord as usual. But I'm going to put Super C away for now. Let me take a quick BRB. And give me another opportunity to enjoy Sparrow's latest mix that he shared with us, the Vector Man 95 mix. While we get excited for some Vector Man, that's what's coming up next. So thank you for being with me on the Super C grind, my friends. It's it means a lot to me that you are willing to put up with like so many repetitions of poor performances. And that you stick beside me while I work my way toward a victory ever so slowly. So thank you for that. And if you would like to join me for Vector Man, just stay on the line. I'll be right back with you in just a few minutes.